What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to our channel. You are on... Oh, you want to say something? You look like you was getting ready. What you about to say? Go ahead.
Welcome to Let's Talk with Sheila
and Jordan J.
And we would like to say, everybody who's new to our channel, thank you for coming to our channel. For those who have been, coming to our channel over and over, we'd like to actually say thank you as well to you. And make sure you all subscribe and leave a comment.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you. As you guys know, we have been reviewing this series since the very beginning, Ready to Love. So, of course, we're back again with yet another video.
And
this time, it is now the men's turn to take these ladies on a intriguing date.
Right. On a date. Not just on a date, but a date with their who?
The ex-love of their lives.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Absolutely. So, of course, we're not going to hold you, and we're going to go to the first date of the night, which was our favorite couple.
Favorite couple of the night.
Cornelius and Kamil.
Cornelius and Kamil.
Yes.
Wow.
So Kamil got to see Cornelius's ex, which she's very wholesome. I think she's much different than Kamil. I was very
totally
shocked
opposite.
to see her. Yeah, definitely
He
opposite.
definitely went 360.
Or 180, a full 180
okay.
on that, because
that's true.
his ex seemed grounded, logical, actually faithful, like as far as her religion goes.
She did. She seemed like
she was a
somebody
religious
of
being.
faith. You could tell.
And then we have Kamil, our favorite crazy girl.
But Camille's a crazy girl, and don't men and women like crazy?
That's
a lot of times
say.
People like crazy.
That's
I don't know what it is
do like
until
crazy.
They get enough of crazy. And then once they get enough of crazy, they don't ever go back.
Not only that, it becomes just toxic. Like,
I'm telling you, they don't ever go back to anybody crazy. But right now, it looks like crazy's winning.
Yeah, he definitely feeling that. I think he definitely needs someone, which is weird because it seems with him, he definitely takes more of the back seat when it comes to Kamil.
Oh, God,
He's definitely not the leader of that relationship. She is. And with this other girl, it kind of seemed like it was the reverse. I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to do something completely different right now with finding love. Maybe he's trying to find it.
I mean, that's a good point.
Different,
because she is completely different.
I
he did look like he was, he stepped forward. Like he has that man role with the ex.
Right.
But with Camille, it's like she's reversed the role. And he's definitely not the man in the reversal.
Yeah. And he definitely was, he had his head down like the whole time during that interaction. So I don't know if he was embarrassed by Camille or the fact that she's had 3 engagements and he knows that was going to come up. Like, that's going to be something that people are going to look at you like, really?
Like, and Camille's girlfriend, ex, she was like, so how many engagements have you had? She's like,
3. Yeah. That's definitely a red flag.
3.
Right, definitely a red flag.
I'm like,
dang, But of course, Kamil, she doesn't see it as a red flag at all. I mean, at least
she
it wasn't.
It's cool.
Yeah,
she thinks it's okay.
3 marriages versus 3 engagements versus 3 divorces, right? Which one would you rather have?
Which one would you have?
Like,
if you had to choose and be with me, wouldn't you rather that I had 3 engagements instead of 3 divorces? Don't that just make you love me, even though I call myself the Black Widow?
Right. No, it makes me question your judgment, actually. No, you don't have sound judgment. And it's clear that the relationship for you would be a lot more beneficial than it would be for Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius' girlfriend, though, she did say you need to be, if you're trying to move forward with this.
Yeah, you have to take all this into consideration. I think, and shout out to the ex, too. She asked some great questions. Camille handled those questions very well herself. But I thought that entire date it went well.
It went well. I think
as well as it could go.
Yeah. I mean, for the energy that you're gonna get from Cornelius, he's only gonna give you so much.
Yeah.
And and you can always count on Camille. She's gonna give you everything that you came to see.
For sure.
You remember what about at the end?
Oh
when
yeah,
she's
after
getting ready to
when
leave?
it's time to go home.
All right. When's she leaving? We're gonna talk for a second and
Me too.
we're gonna talk for a second.
She ain't got nowhere to go.
No, really.
Oh yeah, Kamil, she was like, when she leaving?
Did she have
She
somewhere
ain't got
to
nowhere
go?
to go, be with somebody, no man. Like damn, do you have a man? Like, what's your man?
And what did Cornelia say?
I gotta talk to her. Right?
We're just gonna talk.
Can you just wait in the car and chill
she
out?
Just wait for a minute. She's gonna leave. We just want to have a moment to talk about what questions and how the interaction just went a few minutes ago with you and her. Come on, Kamil.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to put this lady out Cornelia's house?
Right.
And why Cornelius is like, seemed
Allowing
like he was
you to-
real, like real nervous and scared. Like, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, he's definitely the backseat passenger in this relationship. So
Definitely.
I don't know if that's the kind of relationship you want to have, but
Hey,
we gonna find out
yeah.
very, very
What they
soon.
say, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
So Cornelius, if you like Kamil, I love it. Okay, let me just know.
So let's go ahead on to our next date.
The next day.
And oh yeah, that was actually with Phil, Shiloh, and Tasia with his ex.
I know.
So, yeah, all
Love and
three.
feel. I
All
know.
three on him again.
Yeah.
Phil's number three.
So what did you think about, the date as far as?
Again, I think the girl asked, I mean, she didn't really ask a lot of questions. The
No,
questions
she
she did
didn't.
ask, it was good. Shiloh, she seemed to be just as much of a charmer as Phil is, and she seems very interested in like what the lady was actually trying to say.
Right. Yeah.
And
She was kind of, into what, the
Yeah,
girl
like
was
she wanted
saying.
to
Yeah,
fill
she
out,
wanted to know
get more
more about
information,
Phil.
right.
Yeah.
and Tasia, I mean, her energy coming up
Tasia-
from the gate was just
Cecilia
all
had
kinds
an
of
attitude from the moment she saw Shiloh. She was
Shiloh,
like,
yes. The moment she saw Shiloh is when her whole
energy, everything
flip,
was just
like-
wrong. Like, why is she here?
Yeah.
And then why am I sitting away
Like
from
a third-
Phil? Yeah,
a
I'm
third
like
date.
third wheel.
Which
She-
it
yeah.
did look like that third wheel.
Well, not only because where you were sitting, but also the way you were acting.
Yes.
But you know what? Come on, let's rear this back, because Tasia, on a date with your friends, when you bought Phil to meet your friends, you were sitting across from him then. So don't try to pretend. You know why you want to say this now? Because we all done cracked on you and say, why you sit across from the man if that's supposed to be your potential man? So now you got an attitude like, I felt like a third wheel because I was sitting across from him.
Yes.
What should have done was Shiloh should have been on his one side of him and I should have been on the other. I'm like, Tasia, you
You
really
could have asked the
thinking
lady to
this
move
too
down
hard.
if you really wanted to, but either way, you shouldn't have come like that. Like you
No.
had a terrible attitude, and it
Yeah.
showed. Like
And
you
he read
showed
your
all
energy.
your cards.
Phil
Yes,
read
like-
your energy, and I think Phil does like Tasia. I'm not sure how much he
Well-
likes you. I'm not saying that he's like you're the one for him, but I truly see that he has a lot of respect for Tasia.
Right.
And I
He
think
does.
he would love to hang out with Tasia. Like be friends
Right, if her
after
guard came
Ready to
down a
Love.
little
I just
bit.
think so. Yeah. But the way Tasia energy is, she's just got such, her energy. Why is she just?
It's a very tightly wound.
Wow. Yeah.
Very tightly wound.
It's really, and I guess she didn't have any questions. She didn't want to know anything
Oh yeah,
about
and then she was
Phil.
like,
Wow,
and
she
then when the
was
girl
like-
asked her, "Well, I'm not here to make fun."
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk to you about those things. I'm done with it.
And
That's
I'm
not really
gonna
a question
talk
I'm
to
trying to
right.
answer.
And I'm not going to talk to you about my ex, what they
Yeah,
think of
what they
me,
think of
or
you.
anything about that. I was
Ooh.
like, ooh,
I
Tasia. was like, why do we go on these dates and be so like
standoffish?
yes, like we don't want to be there. Why are you even on this show? You're on
Right.
this show
Right.
to be ready to love. Now, if that meant, and I'm sure you know that meant other women were going to be on this show. Come on, Tasia, you're a beautiful young lady. I think you probably have a good attitude, but I mean, we didn't see it, But what I'm saying is you need to really relax.
Yeah.
You need to relax because you're very uptight.
You're very
That's what I think
super
about
uptight.
Tasia.
Super
But anyway,
uptight. But
yeah.
exactly. We're gonna go ahead and go into the
But
next.
yeah, because Shiloh, Shiloh made
Shiloh-
a much better impression than you.
Knock that one out of the park. And yeah, so like I said, we're gonna go on to our next date,
Yes.
which was Frank Mills, and he had two lovely ladies, Sydney and Mumen. Which did you think Mumen and Frank really had a?
No, I didn't. I was shocked. I was like, wait.
From that one little interaction with the strawberry that we saw a few weeks ago.
Yeah. when they were eating, what was it? They were sharing it.
That's yeah. Lady and I guess Lady.
Why did I think? And I keep trying to think Frank Mills had a connection with Aisha.
Nobody. Okay.
Nobody. Well, we're not going to talk about that right now. But didn't Frank Mills? Everybody who's watching this show, please comment. Didn't Frank Mills have a connection with Aisha? And then what happened with that?
It just fizzled out.
Yeah, I mean, I understand he started liking Sydney,
and
but when he bought Mumen to meet his ex,
right. Mumen was one of his choices. I don't know. They flipped the whole script though on that poor lady. Like that girl, like
yeah, she wasn't ready.
They
was not ready for what they bought.
They ganked her.
He should have bought another ex.
And Phil, excuse me, Frank. Ooh. Yikes to you, because that was very much awkward. Ooh. They were definitely bombarding those questions like at you with a fucking rocket can.
What was what's her name? Sydney scrolling.
Yeah, she had a whole list of, and it's like I don't know if she had those questions like when they first started, or because she knew she was going on a date with the ex. Do you think she's like been gradually just adding to her list of questions?
From the way her questions look, no, she went on some site and put relationship questions and what you would want to know if you're potentially interested in somebody. She found them questions on a website. I truly believe they were not questions that she just took her time and said, I want to know this about Frank.
Girl, the questions that they were throwing at him, it was like, what the? You don't know me by now? Like, we don't have conversations where you asking like the basic stuff, like, and then and like you said, I don't know if he made that point or not, but in my opinion, it was like we're asking the exes all these questions, and now yes, we should take it into consideration, but you can't base like who this person is off of the ex's experiences.
Right, exactly.
Because people grow.
Right, exactly. And I think any smart young lady would have realized that.
Right.
That it was nice to meet her. It was nice to, see what kind of person he likes, her energy or whatever. But as far as figuring out how Frank is going to treat you in this relationship, it's completely different than how he dealt with any of his ex. So you don't even go into, if anything, I would just went into it just having informative information.
Right, just to see.
What kind of person he liked, what, his energy with her, what kind of things maybe they did in the past, like just informative information. That's all it would have been for me. Yeah. It wouldn't have been anything for me to judge whether I want to still see Frank Mills. Yeah. And I think Mumen, don't you think she kind of handled it well?
Oh yeah, well, she handled it better than Tasia.
She did handle it.
She was confident, and that was a big difference you could see between Tasia and Mumen. Like Mumen was like, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go in here, and she put her best effort forward.
She did.
She asked questions. Right. She answered the questions. She was very open-minded about it, and so I respect that from you.
I do. I like that, Mumen. Yeah, that was
even though you was shocked,
right?
To see.
But then even Mumen said Sydney and Frank did have a lot of chemistry. Yeah. Mumen even admitted that they had a lot of chemistry, but she was like, I'm not gonna let that what Frank and I have, I'm not gonna let that like deter us. So
right,
like you said, I respect I do respect Mumen for that. Yeah, she didn't have any negative energy with Sydney. Opposed to what I thought Tasia had like showed some negative energy, kind of like to Shiloh. You understand? And it wasn't Shiloh's fault because Phil's feeling them. Yeah. But Mumen didn't do that. And it showed, it was so perfect when they got ready to leave. What did I sit and say?
Yeah, bye you guys. Bye. Come on, sister wife.
Come on, Mumen, sister wife. I was like, okay, then, sister wife.
A little airy.
We're gonna do a little share. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to have real love with Frank, Mumen, and Sydney. Okay.
But out of the two, who do you think would be a better fit for Frank Mills? Or is that too early to ask?
It is early, but I think him and Sydney have more chemistry than him and Mumen. Yeah. Plus, when Frank said they both in the nightlife.
Yeah, but I agree. I think Sydney would be a better fit.
Oh God, yes. Yes, I think so too. But
time will tell.
Who knows? Sydney maybe like somebody else, but that's a secret. We'll get to that later.
Yes. So for our next day, we actually have Dante, Zadia, and Shiloh were on the date. Zadia was the first one on the scene. And she was very shocked to see Miss Shiloh roll up.
Ready? I'm sorry I'm late. Thank you. I had a work day. Sorry, hello. Shiloh. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Zadia.
How you boo? Didn't expect you. So from behind comes in Shiloh, and I'm flustered because I'm like, did Dante know that Shiloh was coming? Did everybody in the room know that this is gonna happen? And I'm the only person that's out of this secret. Can I have another drink, please? I needed more tequila for this.
Oh, she definitely wasn't happy about that either. So I don't know. You want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Miss Dang Dang?
Why is she here? What is, what's going on here? I think I need another drink. Drink, please. This was Zadia.
On the rocks.
On the rocks. Tequila shot. So Zadia just didn't have, she had a real problem with Shiloh being there. And Shiloh was just so happy-go-lucky. And she was actually like asking questions to the girlfriend about Dante. And she was really trying to get to know him. And like one of the things the ex-girlfriend said, they were pretty like loving questions. It wasn't anything negative. But then when Zadia asked questions, Zadia questions was, I don't know, it was kind of, should I say cutthroat, or they were very uncomfortable, or...
She definitely didn't sugarcoat anything, or how she was like going about determining if this is someone that could be for her. She wanted to look at all of... And it could be the way they cut it, obviously.
True.
But the questions were leaning a little bit more negatively. Like, what should I beware of from this man? Like, what is he not telling me? Why is he single? Like, kind of like those questions. Like, what is wrong with him versus what can he bring to the table to enhance my life? What positively can we do together? Like, tell me some positive things you guys have had in a relationship. And that... From what the lady said, now this is the ex who said the girl was digging for dirt. Digging for dirt, like deep diving, digging a damn grave, basically, for this man to see, okay, this ain't gonna work, that ain't gonna work, none of this is gonna work. Just so she could basically say, you know what, you're not for me.
Exactly.
That's basically all
dig
it
for
was.
Dirt just to say somebody's not for you. Mm-hmm. Is that my game?
It very much is. But to be honest, I didn't think they had a connection. I don't even know. I mean, I know they were on one group date. I guess that was what it was from. But I never, to me, Zadia has always been for Naeem. Like, she's always just wanted Naeem. Like, I don't think she's had eyes for anyone else. So when she said she has a list of people, I would love to know who the two were. And was it Dante? Because the way he was asking questions,
I think he could have been Dante, because he and Naeem kind of resemble, and I think that's maybe her type.
Oh, you talking about with the bald head?
Yeah, with the bald head. I'm just saying, I don't know, that may be her type, her type. But anyway, I really feel like it was Dante and Naeem who Zadia is called herself feeling. Yeah, I really do.
It just didn't show, I guess, from the interaction.
But wait, yeah, that's true. I'm still trying to think. She took Naeem to meet her friend.
Mm-hmm. So she didn't take Dante.
No, she didn't take. I don't know how her and Dante got together.
I don't either.
But you know what's interesting? Dante went with and met Mumen friends.
Yeah.
But Dante didn't bring Mumen.
But that's not the only,
I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like it's a big deal, but it's just something to think that someone else is feeling you, and at the end of the day, they're not really feeling you. You understand? Yeah. So that's how I feel. So to know Dante was feeling Zadia, that was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting. So anyway, moving along, what's the next day?
Yes, all right. The next day, we had Smooth Talking Walter with his loves. Subrina, and he brought along a second girl.
Ooh, who that was? Who that was?
Mumen got her second day for the night, so she is also a popular.
Mumen, I was gonna say she's winning.
Yeah, she popular.
Hey, you hashtag winning, Mumen.
Yeah,
you went out with Walter. Wow, some women didn't get one date.
Right,
and you got
two. She got two.
Yeah. So Mumen, you're winning.
I guess we won't be seeing you go home anytime
talking
soon.
But first we got to talk about who was the first person Walter brought in. to meet his
High
ex.
fly, you know who's coming in, styling and wilding. Miss Subrina, you know, looking every bit of diva as always. So she met the ex, and I was actually shocked to know that that was Walter's ex. I wouldn't have pictured him as that kind of guy. Like, the girl had fingernails like, y'all, they were like this long.
Yeah, you should watch it. She had the longest fingernails. I was like, you couldn't work.
I don't know what she do. Maybe
what
she
do you
in
do?
the
Yeah, maybe
scene or
she. Yeah,
something.
no, not only. I mean, she could be an entrepreneur, have a business owner, but just like sitting down doing some like typing or any answering like
A man work, definitely not. Definitely not. Maybe personal assistant.
And did you see how Subrina seemed like she was kind of shocked?
I think
that
she was
Walter's
shocked. Yes.
kind of tight.
Yes, but I think, I don't know, maybe he likes that eccentric type of woman, like, you know, that's flaring, you know? Like,
You know what? I'm gonna say this: when we say Walter's a ladies' man, I think Walter likes ladies. You understand? Like all the ladies, right?
Okay.
If he connects with you and you connect with him, then I think
work
Walter,
with it.
yeah, he can work with it. I really feel that way. I don't feel like Walter may have a certain type, not since we met his ex-girlfriend. Now, you could tell it had been some years since they've seen each other. So, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. He chose her to bring on to Ready to Love. So he definitely had a connection with his ex-girlfriend, no matter how long it's been since you've seen her. Mm-hmm. And I think Subrina probably was a little bit put off by his ex-girlfriend. And you remember the ex-girlfriend was trying to talk to him, was like, so do you have any questions you like to ask or anything you like to know? And what did Miss Subrina say?
I feel like any questions that I may have of Walter, I can ask Walter, and I believe he will genuinely give me the honest answer. So I don't feel like I need to talk to anyone else to validate who he is.
He certainly wasn't feeling it. Like, if she had some questions, she'd ask Walter directly, like, why do I need to ask you? Which is what kind of what I hinted at earlier when I said, like, you shouldn't base, what these ladies are saying to determine your relationship.
True.
Like, you shouldn't put so much emphasis.
But
But
she was
I agree. She definitely was standoffish. That was kind of like cutthroat. Like, you could have asked her something. Like, look, you ain't gotta take it to heart.
How
but
long
you know,
y'all
like,
dated?
what's he like?
It's kind of nasty too. Like, anything I need to know.
I'll ask Daddy, basically.
and she was like, okay. Even the ex-girlfriend was like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then who shows up?
And then, Miss Mumen. She came bouncing through the door, with her bright colors.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
And I think Subrina was turned off to that.
Oh God, Subrina was like,
she was like, why is this woman here? I thought we were on a date. Like, you making connections with other people.
I didn't know.
She was showing a little bit of her Kamil side.
Yeah,
right?
and Mumen
crazy.
She looked like Mumen.
Mm-hmm. And then immediately said she had somewhere to go and dipped.
Yes, I am.
So, I don't want to interrupt, but I actually have a styling gig that I have to go to.
Oh, shoot.
So I have to get ready to leave. Yes. All right, guys.
Whatever. Like, it hadn't been, but it had to have been.
It wasn't
10
even
minutes.
well, okay.
Like, let's just say maybe
a
10 minutes. It couldn't have been too long for you to have
Sabrina,
just gotten
you could have
up
just
and
relaxed for just a few minutes before you just dismissed yourself. Because it looked like you really had an attitude. It looked like, you felt like, no one had, this time wasn't worth you. Like, this is not worth my time, this date or whatever this is.
Right.
So, I'm just going to say I have something to do and I'm just going to be out.
Yeah, and that was,
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Definitely
Sabrina.
didn't
Your
play fair.
energy was so freaking negative when you did that. I was like, no, Sabrina. Mm-hmm. And guess what? His ex picked up on it. Now, you may not care. You may be like, I don't care who picked up on it. But what I'm saying is you did not look good. It did not make you look good. Last week, you put Sean out when you had your friends telling him everything about Sean, and then they made a fool out of Sean. Now you're on a date with Walter and Mumen, and you try to make Mumen and his ex-girlfriend feel like inferior.
Pretty much. That's a good point.
Come
inferior.
on.
That's exactly how she
feel
tried to.
inferior.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Sabrina.
That ain't nothing but insecurity. Sean.
Yeah, that show
You was
is
a little
insecurity on
razzle.
you.
You was
to
a
be
little
honest.
razzle, for
Yeah,
sure.
you were. And it did look like it was a little cray-cray. I'm just letting you know, you did look a little.
But don't worry, girl, because Mumen, she cut it up sitting right next to
What?
Daddy. And she was letting them questions fly and being every bit of accommodating. Is that the way?
She
I'm
definitely was accommodating. Well, I mean, she just
open-minded.
Yeah, open-minded. But anyway, she just took the moment and made the best out of it.
Yeah.
So whereas you left your man, Mumen was like,
Competition.
Yeah, Walter.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
And then Walter was looking at them big old eyes, and she's looking at his big old eyes. And where you at? Gone, because you got an attitude.
Yes.
Don't ever leave y'all men with a woman. Let me tell you, never leave your man with another woman. I don't care if it's your best friend. When you leave, your man leave. Point blank, period. Or that ain't your man and you don't want it.
Yes. But one thing I did hear again was Walter and Mumen mentioned kids. And the ex-girlfriend mentioned it too. She said this is something that Walter wants. So I am a little bit worried for Subrina.
True.
As far as, is he gonna pick her in the end? You know, because that is something that he wants to have. And
but now he made a point that he still has a strong connection with Subrina.
Yeah.
So even though this date may have been like, it looked a little off, he still likes Subrina.
Yeah.
He likes Subrina. He likes Mumen. So he's really kind of turned. You know, he don't know what to do. He's like, which one should I go? And then his girlfriend, who does she like?
Oh, Mumen, the ex. She liked Mumen for him. Right. She thought Subrina was a little crazy. I didn't see the crazy. I think you saw the crazy? I mean, to me, she was just super aggressive and kind of like, what is it when you don't change your ways? Like you just headstrong, like gun-ho for how you feel, and that's it. Like nobody changing your mind.
I guess you said headstrong. Gun-ho. No, I'm just saying, Subrina was... Yeah, I did see a little. For Subrina to be as old as she is and for her to get so unnerved because he invites an ex-girlfriend and Mumen on a show, Ready to Love. You know they've been throwing obstacles in your way the whole time. You've been throwing obstacles for the men and they've been throwing obstacles for you. So why did she lose her cool? I don't know. I wasn't feeling Subrina when she lost her cool.
Nah,
I thought she would be laid back more, be like, just roll with the punches.
Right.
Just roll with the punches. The man like you. You like the man. Why would you not stay with your man that you potentially like?
I don't know. But she punched out of there.
What? She sure did. And Mumen punched in.
Yeah, yes, that's
so
exactly
we're going to see what's going to happen.
But let's go on to the next one because we've been running this time up. All right. Ooh, the next couple was Naeem and Zadia, the two lovebirds. Seems like they're in a similar boat as Kamil and Cornelius as far as they only want each other, so they might as well get off the show. You might as well go home and be with each other because clearly.
I like Naeem. I like Zadia too, but
he hasn't
seemed like she's a little uptight.
She's definitely showing herself a lot lately. A lot lately. She's definitely got an aggressive side.
She does. I mean, I know she said she's an alpha woman, but I mean, just being you can be an alpha woman and not like kind of be rude and kind of be like
rude.
Lack of emotions, like I don't know, rude. Let's just keep saying rude.
Blunt.
Zadia, I don't know what they call it, but it wasn't cute. It's not a cute look.
So
and you're too pretty to not have a cute look.
Yes. So this was a solo date, meeting the ex, which I think was the perfect for Zadia because if she would have saw somebody else, I think she probably would have flipped the whole table over.
She was still upset that she was there. You remember she was like, "What is this? Another girl?" Like, oh God.
So here we are meeting someone's ex for the second time. So this is a whole new date, child.
At this point, you should know it's gonna be the ex. Like you already met one. Okay, you know what it is.
Another ex. Oh God! Yes. I was like, please, y'all get Zadia off this show so she can just go back to her life, date Naeem, and go back to her life. She's just not feeling all this. She's like another one.
No, yeah, she definitely don't. Ex. Competition is not for Zadia.
Yeah, for Zadia.
Even though she's into fitness, you would think competition is some you in your arena. You know, you gotta try to beat out all that competition. But anyway. That interaction it got a little strange at one point because the girlfriend, Zadia asked the ex-girlfriend, you know, basically my love language is touch. And she was like, well, that's not something Naeem is into. He don't like to be touching them.
Thank you. What's your love language? Do you know? Mine is quality time. Physical touching gives kind of switch
physical
back and
touch is not on his list like that. He doesn't like to cuddle.
I mean, I'm just saying.
False.
You just didn't like to cuddle with me.
I didn't say that.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's all good.
Whoa, whoa.
And the girl was like, well, maybe he just didn't want to touch on me.
And she was like, he's like, no, that's not true. You didn't want to touch him. She's like, okay, what Zadia said? Wait, hold up, let's rear this back.
What? And like, this is about me and him. This ain't really got.
Look at
about y'all
argument.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't want to cuddle with me?
Yeah, trying to cuddle with me.
Oh my God, Zadia was like, we need to rear this back.
So whoever the hell Naeem brought, clearly, I mean, maybe there's some unfinished business there, Naeem. I don't know. Or at least on her side, because she has a question for you.
Is she really the ex? And how long?
Yeah.
Has she been the ex, Naeem?
Exactly.
And how did y'all break up? Does she still want to be with you and you know what I'm saying? What's up? Mm-hmm. Seriously, how long did y'all date? Because
I know that's what we should have did. Like they should have had like a little
to see how long they dated.
They dated for this so
that's very important.
From this time to this time,
0 to 2,
like
3 to 5,
something like
over 5.
Give us some history on these.
See,
people.
all these are important dates. If you date somebody 0 to 2, that's a third frame. You date them over 2 years, that's a third.
Yeah.
You date them over 2 to 5 years, and then you date them over 5. That's a whole nother. So we needed to know.
Exactly.
So next time, Ready to Love, we're gonna need you to give us the time that they dated. Next time, all the exes, you're gonna have to put that in the little window how long they dated, because we need to know that.
Yes, it's very important. All right. Ooh.
This was good.
So, yes, so that was it for the exes date. We did have one surprise date at the end, which was Phil and Sydney. Aww. I know, aren't they cute? And I think she's definitely his type. That little girly, frilly.
Phil wanted to go out with Sydney.
Yeah, because he got to get everybody a chance, to get on the love train. Get on this love train.
Phil said, you need to get on this train.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
I'm going to give you a chance.
I'm going
to give all these ladies a chance to get with me. But they had a cute date.
Yeah,
in the gym. Date. They were in a little gym, and wait a minute.
Lots of flirting,
lots
of
so
sweating,
much flirting.
Glistening, not even sweating, glistening.
Please go back and watch this show, because it was one point he looked up at her while they were on the floor, and I swear she was on all fours propped up. I was like, what exercise is that?
Okay.
Oh, you just go watch?
Yeah, it was a good deal.
So please watch the show for me and let me know what exercise have you on all fours with your rear propped up and you all four.
The biggest. What are you talking about? Trying to get a man-a-thon. You got to get this man, girl. Now, if I got to show my assets, the best part of me.
Sydney.
I'm going to do that.
You ain't got to show all that to get this man. Phil, trust and believe. If Phil like you, he like you.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing about Phil, he likes all different types. And if he likes you, girl, you in it, okay? So you ain't got to do nothing extra for Phil.
Yeah, he seems like a very simple, easy to please kind of
And
man.
I'm feeling like Phil may got a lot of, room, a lot of love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got love for you. I got love for you. I got love for you.
I'm weary about that, Phil.
Special love for each one of you all. I have it for you. That's what Phil said.
So that was the end of the dates.
The end of the date.
Of course, we had to go back to Tommy, bringing it back at the round table to see who are we feeling, who are we not feeling.
And so he gets to Cornelius, and he's like, well, Cornelius, who did you go? And he's like, well, I went out with Camille. And all of a sudden now his energy is low, and he's so subdued. This is Cornelius. And I went out with my ex, and he was like, so what else happened? Well, my ex was a little concerned about, the engagements that Camille had. But Camille said it's better to have someone who have multiple engagement instead of multiple divorces.
Cornelius, Talk to me.
So I introduced my ex to Kamil. She asked some really tough questions about, of course, the multiple engagements.
How many has she had?
3.
Is that a pattern?
Well, that's something that I've thought about. She said that, I guess it's better than having, multiple engagements versus having multiple divorces.
So did Kamil drill you with a lot of questions?
She asked me how long she's gonna be here, she's about to leave, what's happening. I was like, well, I'm gonna talk to her for a second, and she said, you sure? I said, dude, it's cool, like, just relax. When you gonna let me know where we going with that? I'm like, I'm gonna let you know, I got you, so.
That's not a sign at all?
I
think you avoiding some signs.
Some signs? I mean, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Cornelia, are you getting any kind of flags, red flags? Here go Tommy. All the men in their seat so uncomfortable, like they want to say something. Here Tommy. So Cornelius what's that? Okay. And Cornelius like, yeah. He's like, well, do you see any kind of warning signs? And what do you remember what Cornelius kind of said?
He said, yeah, I guess they are. He just don't see them.
How you don't see it, Cornelius? And the whole entire world that's watching Ready to Love sees how Kamil treats you, sees that she has switched the roles. You have become the, how should I say, woman in the role. Kamil is the man in the role. And what is that? Anyway, Cornelius, get it together. Get it together. Sure. Please get it together, because this is too much. So then now we can go on to Tommy asking people who you're feeling, who you were not feeling. The people that they weren't feeling was Tasia,
unfortunately, was
and Subrina.
Well,
but you have to hear this. So they asked, who's on the cutting board? Phil was saying Kamil. As soon as he says Kamil, Walter goes, no, absolutely not.
I talk too much crap with her. Like, we battle too much.
Who is this?
Camille.
Okay.
Camille even on the
What are y'all?
You can't put Camille on the list right now.
Man,
New rules. Let's.
Absolutely no Camille is gonna be put on this table tonight. We're not putting Camille on this table. You can forget that.
We're
not
gonna
tonight.
do it to him. We're not gonna do it to Cornelius.
Not gonna do it to Cornelius because Cammy is gonna stay. So Phil, now who? So Phil said, "Oh, okay then. Well,
I can't put Kamil on the list.
Fine, Sabrina is on there.
Sabrina,
girl.
And what Walter?
Walter ain't shut his ass up as soon as it just looked like
you could have sold Walter. For a penny. Walter, we could have sold you for a penny. Boo, your face was like, eh. Then they said, okay, next, Cornelius. Who you not feeling?
Cornelius.
So as far as least connections, Subrina, outside the first day.
Sabrina.
Walter. Dude, I say yo, lady, now you both mine. Yo, I was dying.
Yeah,
Walter, you played yourself. He said it so fast, he didn't even think about it. He said Sabrina, and now you got 2 people not feeling Sabrina, and nobody's feeling Camille, but because Walter wants to save,
because
he's a superhero, and he want to save a hoe.
Yeah, now he done lost his hoe. Now she in the bottom. One of his in the
Walter,
bottom.
Please let me know how you felt. I know you felt
felt
terrible because it was written all over your face.
Yeah,
I know he felt terrible.
And he did not say anything, at least from the
what could he
editing.
say?
Like, he ain't try to stop it or like
what. Anytime your foot is in your mouth, you got to get it out for you can say something. The show would have been over. Walter put his big ass foot in his mouth,
and since
trying to take
that,
up for somebody.
Since he did that, of course, Subrina was in the bottom, which she didn't have to be. She didn't. It could have been Kamil, but you know that's on
Not
you,
Subrina.
Walter. So when she come back pissed off at you or calling you tonight, because
when she see the episode, this episode, why she got put in the bottom? Because Walter saving somebody. Nobody like, why you trying to save somebody? You ain't met these
grown
people.
men.
These grown men been living their life. Grown women. You need to be on here trying to make a connection. Right. But you know what? You almost lost Sabrina because you on there trying, like Jordan say, save a hoe.
Yeah, and you got saved. You guys say
You got played, Walter.
But
Walter, you played yourself, Walter.
you did. And that was pure entertainment.
And I was here for it.
Yeah,
I was here for it. I enjoyed this episode. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed this.
Of course, we done already split the beans. Sabrina was saved.
She was
Tasia
saved.
Dickinson home by Phil. He's definitely a gentleman for that.
so
I respected him for that, for being the one to tell.
Yeah.
You know, Tasia that her time has ended here. And I think she took it like a champ. She took it on the chin like a champ. And she's gonna, you know, keep her head held high and try to find somebody else that definitely needs a partner in life.
Yeah, and she's letting everybody know. Come and get me.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm ready for love, so come and get me.
Just know you got to be a strong man to handle Tasia. No weak men, please.
No weak men, and your paper need to be right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, gotta have something going for yourself.
You gotta have something going for you. You don't have nothing. I'm talking, it gotta be solid. If it ain't solid, don't call Tasia.
Yeah.
She gonna really take your manhood.
But before we end it here, I do just want to say, like my mother said earlier, thank you to everyone who has stuck around and watched our videos. You are amazing. To all of our new followers and new viewers, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and hit the bell notification so you know when we are on your screen again. So we're going to be seeing you all next week.
All right, next week. See you.